Hi there, and welcome to IT380. This semester we're going to be having some fun learning about project management, specifically related to IT uses, but also project management in general. You'll get an introduction to me if you'll go to the unit lesson 1 and go into the introductions area, and you'll see my personal introduction there. So this is going to be an introduction to the course, but this is my information. I did want to be sure and mention that I can come to the Edwards campus. I actually live north part of Kansas City up by the airport, but I can come out there by appointment on Wednesdays between 3 to 5 p.m. in Best 271. So if you want to meet in person, a little one-on-one time or whatever, just let me know at least 24 hours in advance and we can set up a meeting Wednesday between 3 and 5. Other than that, we can always meet via Zoom on a virtual office call, again, by appointment, so that we can do that. I do have a day job and do some consulting work, so and I like to have some family time too. So anyway, just a little brief overview of this course. The two main documents you're going to want to use in this course to get you started would be the syllabus. So be sure and take a look at the syllabus. It will be linked over here inside of the course. And once you've gone through the syllabus, taken a look at that and understand it, because that's kind of the main plan for this course, then I actually made a spreadsheet that is called the course schedule. And so basically on the course schedule, let me scrunch it a little bit so I can get it on the screen here. On the course schedule, you'll be able to scroll down and look at the whole thing. It may look a little different by the time you see it. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these green highlights or not. So anyway, continuous improvement, right? Trying to always make it better. But please take a look at this, and to navigate through it, please notice the start of each lesson. Every lesson is 2 weeks. The start of each lesson comes here across the top. Every lesson will start on a Tuesday, and assignments will always be due on a Monday at noon. Okay, so 11:59 a.m., which is noon on Mondays, is when all the assignments are due. So I highlighted that in Chiefs colors there for you. Anyway, so that's the way you read that. Each one of these lessons are in different columns: lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. You'll see your assigned readings right here, the chapter titles and what's going on. Notice spring break coming up here. Look at that. And anyway, then the details, and again, this may change a little bit by the time you see it, but discussion boards, when the initial posts are due is this date, which is a Friday, and then when your responses to your peers are due, which is this date, which is the Monday. And then the quizzes and the chapter exercises are also all individual work, and those are all due at noon on Monday. The individual meeting is something that we'll do just in the first unit, and you'll sign up for that in the course. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we have group work that will be done throughout this course. So you'll be getting into small teams and working together to accomplish those deliverables throughout the course. More on that later on inside the course. There's also a capstone outline project. It's a completely separate project, but it's at the end of this course because it leads you into what you're going to be working on in the future. Also, there's optional reading in the PMBOK. So the excuse me, Project Management Book of Knowledge, 5th edition, and just a hint, you can find PDF versions of it online. Okay, I never said that, but that's true. Excuse me. So be sure and download this. I don't print very much anymore, but this is something that I would highly recommend printing because you would be able to use this as your roadmap throughout the course. So what's the course going to look like? I'm going to assume you're familiar with Blackboard, so I'm going to skip the getting started, but please spend a lot of time coming in here to the getting started right away and go through that. You've already seen it right here because this will be replaced with the video that we're doing, but go please all the way down through the getting started. Check out the syllabus. The instructor information is what we were just looking at. And then most of the time for this course, you'll be coming to unit lessons here on the left-hand side. You'll go into each lesson and you'll see I made a folder for each lesson. There is a number down here if you need some help with Blackboard. On each lesson, I tried to give you a little bit more details at the beginning and then we just have good summary information throughout the rest of the course. But you'll come in here. Remember, lesson 1 is 2 weeks worth of time. Okay, so it will start and end on the dates that I have in here on spring of 2019. If you're watching this for a different course session, different semester, then those dates will be a little bit different for you. Please pay attention to all of these tasks, due dates, and important stuff. This is all mapped out for you. Tells you what you need to do, the PowerPoints you need to download, our hyperlinks, so you can click on those, download those. There's some videos to watch. Again, I try to be very specific about the due dates here in spring 2019. By the time you see this, if you're in the fall or spring next year, we may change the format of this. But for now, this is the way the course is laid out. Again, very important, since it's in red, download this zip file, unzip it, and it will have a bunch of templates that you want to use throughout the course. Okay? I'm not going to go through too much of this detail. I want you to read it on your own, please, but you'll sign up to meet me here in our quick meeting. This is the link that you'll use to do it. This is where you'll introduce yourself. Please watch these videos of future assignments. It will help you understand what's going on. I made these videos exactly for you guys. Then jump right into the first discussion for lesson 1. Again, individual work. This is going to be very familiar in every unit or every lesson as you go through the units. Lesson 1, chapter exercises. There's a little bit of a paper that you'll write that answers these questions that come somewhat out of the book. I did paraphrase and change a few things, but somewhat they're out of the book, and refer to chapters 1, 2, and 3. You get a bonus. Yay! No questions from chapter 3. And then you'll start working in your teams. This is the team project. This PDF file is exactly the same thing as this information right here. I thought you might want to print it, so I made it into a PDF file, but it's exactly the same thing. Shows you the deliverables, the lessons that are due, and everything that is where? Yes, inside of the course schedule. So be sure and take a look at all of that. As you come down through here, there's some individual work you'll have every unit with quizzes. These can be taken multiple times, and I will take the highest score that you get. Again, if you take a look over here at the schedule, you can see the percentages of everything. So the quizzes are 13% of your grade. So, you want to take them seriously, right? And then you click on this link right here to go to the next step in lesson 2. And I'm just going to very quickly show you that so that you can understand the layout of all of the lessons. Again, you got a bunch of tasks up here at the front, all your due dates, some templates that you want to download specifically for this unit, but also please download that zip file. You'll form your teams here, and you'll get into a discussion. Okay? Every week there's a discussion. Every unit, every lesson. Okay? Not every week, I apologize. Every lesson there's a discussion. Every lesson there are chapter exercises, except at the very end of the course. So you'll do those exercises. Again, that's writing a little paper answering those questions. You'll take the quizzes. So I hope you guys see the way that this is all going to work. When you get into lesson 3, that's when you'll have some other things that you'll work on. But again, I'll just show you just really fast. You can download some software from the school. And guess what? There's a discussion. Guess what? There's chapter exercises. Guess what? There's quizzes. And then there's also assignments that are due for the group project. So everything will be set up for you and ready to go. I think that will serve as a good overview for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this little video. I try to keep it under 10 minutes for you, and it looks like I'm going to make it, so that's good. Again, if you need me, email. There's also a real nice thing here that I did not mention at the beginning. I wanted to save it to the end. There's a thing called the class bulletin board. In here, this is a place that's in probably other courses that you've had, but you can come in here, take a look at it. You can post questions. If you see questions for other students and you know the answer, post the answer to help them out. And then I'll take a look at it, within 24 to 48 hours, and I will also respond to make sure you're okay. I will subscribe to this. I recommend you subscribing to this, but subscribe to it, and that way you'll be notified if there's anything posted. I'll also be using announcements from time to time to communicate with you, and those will come into your KU email account. So make sure that Blackboard is linked to your KU email account. I think that's it, and we're just at 10 minutes and 15 seconds, so see you in class. Take care.